Welcome back, everyone. Did you know that dry eyes is an actual disease, and in some cases the pain is so bad it really affects people's everyday lives?
Yes, it really can be debilitating, but with the help of Higgins Brothers Vision Care in Plainville, patients can find a solution to improve both their vision and their lives. We sent Nicole to the office to learn more. Take a look.
Maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I first started noticing them just get very red.
When people hear about dry eyes, chances are they're not aware that this is a disease that can impact your everyday life. James Brazel of Middletown wasn't aware about this condition until he started to suffer from it about 4 years ago.
They were very dry, very uncomfortable during work.
At first, he chalked it up to the fact that he was on the computer all day for his remote job. But then, the pain continued to get worse and really started to affect his personal life.
It really became like a quality of life issue for me at that point, and I knew something was wrong.
He went to another eye doctor, but the problem was not going away. And that's when a simple web search led him to a solution.
I found Dr. Higgins online. I knew that he kind of had a specialty in this space, so that's what kind of drew me in.
Here's James' beautiful eye.
For over 30 years, Dr. Donald Higgins has been bringing eye health into focus at his practice, Higgins Brothers Vision Care in Plainville.
I never feel like I'm doing my patients a favor. I feel that when they come in and they allow me to do what I love to do, that they bestow a privilege on me, letting me work with them.
But it's not only his good bedside manner that brings in so many patients, it's also the fact that he is one of the few specialists in this country who has taken a more sophisticated and effective approach to treating dry eye disease.
Eye drops they only last in your eye for momentarily. So you can be putting drops in every 5 minutes and still not get relief. You got to get to the root cause, which is inflammation and the meibomian glands not functioning.
Dr. Higgins invested in state-of-the-art diagnostic technology that helps him really pinpoint what the particular problem is.
And then we come up with a customized game plan for them.
So how do you know if you're suffering from dry eyes versus allergies?
The hallmark of dryness is a gritty, sandy, foreign body sensation and visual effects, because the tear film is the first optical surface of the eye.
That visual effect can be compared to what we experience when we have faulty windshield wipers when it's raining. It can be hard to see through the windshield.
It's the same thing. If you have a tear film that prematurely is breaking down, primarily because the meibomian glands are not producing their oil, then their vision quality suffers.
But Dr. Higgins has the latest and the greatest tools right at his fingertips to help open up those meibomian glands, melt the trapped oil, and bring the eyes back to life with things like Optolite Intense Pulse Light Therapy, also known as IPL, which is a non-laser treatment that uses light technology.
Light gets the little capillaries that don't belong there to retreat.
There's also radio frequency and meibomian probing.
We're the only office in Connecticut, to my knowledge, that does meibomian gland probing.
We got a special look inside the procedure room to see how the IPL therapy works.
It actually will excite the glands and get them to come back to a healthier state and function.
After treating James's upper lids, Dr. Higgins proceeds to the lower lids.
How does it feel, James?
It's very painless. Like Doc says, it's a bit of bright light. And a little bit of pressure on your eyelid itself, but beyond that, there's really no feeling to it.
After the light procedure, it's time to express the glands.
A lot of doctors don't care to do this because it's time-consuming, and patients don't necessarily love it. But all the docs who are really good in this space are really good at expressing these glands.
Think of it as giving your glands an oil change. This technique helps get the oil to turn over, and what's replaced is much healthier.
And look up again, James.
The important thing to keep in mind about dry eye disease is it does not discriminate when it comes to age. Dr. Higgins has treated someone as young as 18 whose meibomian glands stopped functioning due to common drivers such as
the amount of screen time, computer use, poor diets, lack of activity, all these things, multiplied.
And he has helped return the quality of life to one patient who was 95 years old.
And she said, I'm tired of suffering. I've seen you on TV, or I've seen you on the internet. I came in, and she's a beautiful woman, and we've made her better, and she's done outstanding.
Relief that can be rare depending on where you live, which is why they seek Dr. Higgins out.
This specialist, there's probably a dozen of us in the country that have taken it to this level. But these patients, it speaks to their suffering. They'll actually get on a plane and fly and see us.
And they'll even get in a car and drive several hours, too.
We get patients routinely from Manhattan, Boston, Providence all the time.
James says that his life has never been the same since finding Dr. Higgins, and for that, he's incredibly thankful.
Just beyond the technical aspect of it, you can just tell he really goes above and beyond. Like the level of care and passion he has for taking care of his patients is really second to none.
I will never quit on my patient, and I will not stop until they're better. There's always a way to get these people better. You know, some of them are easy, some of them are challenging. I love them all, and I just want to make them better.
Higgins Brothers Vision Care is located at 74 East Main Street in Plainville. For more information or to book an appointment, please visit higginsvisioncare.com. You can also find them on Facebook and tell them Great Day Connecticut sent you.
Yeah, still ahead on your Thursday afternoon. How about a hair makeover for fall? Darker shades are the trend right now. We're getting the full color report from our friends at Blades International Salon.
Plus, the Plum Master is here. The Chef Plum is here. We're heading into the kitchen. He's teaching us how to make easy homemade tortillas that can take your taco night to the next level.
Ooh, that sounds good. Taco Thursdays. Great Day Connecticut. We'll be right back.